Hello everyone and welcome to another card video. Today I'm using some paper smooches. I'm using the Hibiscus die and Huge Hugs 2 stamp set, some fog, cardstock, and poppy seed. So I'm starting off, I'm actually cutting a small square card base out of the poppy seed cardstock. It's measuring 8 by 4 inches. So it's a small 4-inch square card base. Scoring it at 4 inches to make it simple, to make a small 4x4 card. So I've cut my card base, and then the piece of fog is slightly smaller than 4 inches. It gives a nice 1/8 inch border. So I'm using Neenah 110 to cut out the Hibiscus die. This is a pretty detailed die, so I had to run it through a couple times and then use my piercing tool to get it out of the, gently get it out of the die. I did this 6 times so I could layer this die 6 times. So just be patient and careful and you can do it. So I've got my 6 die cuts here, and I'm carefully layering them together. I'm using Ranger Multimedia Matte and just going through and carefully adding adhesive. If it smushes out, it's okay. This is the matte. It dries matte, so you can't really see it. Plus, we're going to do some inking, so it's not a big deal. So I just carefully put the adhesive on and then line up the die. I start with the larger part, and then kind of finagle. I finagled it so that it's all stuck together. I used a good amount of adhesive to do this, again, because I'm not scared for it to ooze out a little bit, and it really does help you align it in a somewhat straight manner. So here's the 6th layer that I've put on. I tend to wipe adhesive and ink on my clothes. Does anyone else do that? Because that's a terrible habit. I should probably get an apron or something, but yeah, maybe I'll have scrap clothes or something. I don't know, but I gotta stop doing that. So after I've got them all adhered together, I just put a little acrylic block on the top to let it dry. And now I'm using this file. This is by Basic Gray. I'm not even sure if this is still sold anymore, but it helps get rid of those little paper flyaways. So I'm using Distress ink. This is Wilted Violet, Blueprint Sketch, Candied Apple, and Carved Pumpkin. My oldest daughter, Kaylin, she actually told me the color combination for this. She was sitting here watching me create, and she told me that these colors would be perfect for it. And I think she was right. I think it turned out really good. She's way more artistic than me, so I usually take her advice when it comes down to it. So I'm just putting a fair amount of ink, layering them, blending them together, and coating the top of this die cut with these 4 colors. These are new to me colors. These are the newer, I think they came out in 2015, but I hadn't bought them, so I was excited to use them anyway. I went back over it several times, and here I was a little bit too rough and I peeled up one of those layers, so I just kind of stuck it back down, and it worked out. So now I'm stamping the sentiment. I'm using Big Hugs from the Huge Hugs 2 stamp set, and I'm stamping this in Tailored Expressions Poppy Seed ink. This is going to match the card base. I did end up stamping it twice to get a good impression. These letters are pretty solid, and I love how like beachy it looks. So I think it turned out great. And you know me, I love the grays. All 50 shades of them. So now I'm adhering the die cut down to the card base, or to the card panel. And I'm just doing this the same exact way as I layered it all together. Multimedia matte is a pretty strong adhesive, so I don't have any concerns about this not staying put. Once this dries, I'm actually going to take the, I'm going to pop it up on some craft foam first. So this is just white craft foam that I buy off of Amazon. I find that it's the cheapest to get there. The craft store can even be a little expensive per sheet, so Amazon gives you like 10 sheets or something for like $6. So this is a 1/2-inch score tape that I'm applying to both sides of the craft foam so that I can pop up that front panel. Now I'm taking the negative die cut pieces, the pieces that were cut out of this hibiscus flower, and I'm putting them back in to the flower. I felt like it needed a little bit more contrast, and I liked the way it looked, so that's what I'm doing. So the inside of the flowers are actually just going to be white. And since I layered these 6 layers on this die cut, it does take a little bit of patience to kind of push it back through all of those layers to get to the bottom. But if you're careful and not too aggressive, I guess, you can gently put it in. And I did that with all the interior portions of the flower. Good thing I got my hair done yesterday, and so you can't see my grays. And the last little piece is this little center near the pistil. So now I'm adhering the craft foam. And last but not least, I'm using some gray mist Nuvo drops. These are the jewel drops that dry semi-clear but have like a gray tint to it. And that's it. That's my card for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. You want to draw again? Yeah. There. Only on the chalkboard, please. What are you drawing?
Snake.
A snake?
Yes, snakes.
What happened next? You weren't playing with me.
Hey, that's not where that goes. What you drawing?
Footprints.
Sweatpants. That's a weird thing to draw.
Footprints.
Footprints. Oh, that makes more sense.
The monster white. You draw it on the wall like a good boy.
Good. Oh, that's a bad boy.
I'm videoing Dexter.
Good. Draw your own version of that face.
That's a small face.
Oh, small face?
The main face. The main footprints.
Footprints?
Now it's a bad guy.
Oh.
I didn't make that face. I'm gonna build his legs.
Are you gonna build his legs, Sissy?
I don't have legs. I'm gonna build his legs.
You're so helpful.
Who has legs? See, he has legs now.
Great. Yay, legs.